The sinking airport, a wake-up call for climate action. Japan has established itself as a global center for and innovation, earning widespread recognition. The nation and its people exhibit remarkable qualities such as discipline, creativity, and perseverance, which have resulted in the creation of numerous technological and architectural wonders that have astounded the world. Welcome back to our channel, Dawn Luxury. In today's video, we will delve into Japan's Kansai Airport, popularly known as the Floating Airport. True to its name, this airport stands as the world's first offshore airport built entirely on an artificial island. The scale of this construction endeavor was immense, involving the flattening of two mountains to create the island. Upon completion, it became the most expensive engineering project of its time. Due to its geographical location, Japan is prone to frequent earthquakes and typhoons, a well-known fact. Consequently, the airport had to be meticulously designed and constructed to withstand these natural disasters. The engineers responsible for this ambitious undertaking successfully surmounted this significant challenge. However, they soon encountered an even more daunting hurdle. Despite its innovative engineering, this distinctive airport is gradually sinking into the ocean, causing concerns and raising questions about its long-term viability. In 1968, the idea of building a floating airport was initially introduced with the intention of constructing it in Kobe. However, the proposal faced opposition from the city of Kobe, leading the planners to explore other potential locations. They carefully assessed the challenges encountered by the struggling Osaka airport and drew valuable insights from the development of Narita Airport. Consequently, their objective was to identify a site where construction could proceed uninterrupted day and night and would be situated away from densely populated areas. After extensive deliberation, a plan was formulated to establish an artificial island in Osaka Bay as the ideal location for the airport. Given Japan's predominantly mountainous terrain and the scarcity of flat land, coupled with the rapid urbanization and population density in cities, this approach was the most advantageous path forward. Construction on what would eventually become the second largest man-made island in the world commenced in 1987. The project's original budget was set at $8 billion, but it eventually skyrocketed to a staggering $20 billion, which included repair costs. The decision to construct the airport on water was driven by the Ministry of Transport's desire to avoid paying excessive compensation to individuals and companies who would have been displaced if the airport were built on land. Moreover, building the airport on land would have been comparably more expensive and slower in terms of construction progress. Additionally, the environmental impact would have been significantly greater. The Kansai airport comprises two islands, each housing a runway and a terminal. Construction began in 1987 with a primary focus on Island 1, which reached completion in 1994. However, Island 2 wasn't finished until 2007. The initial challenge involved the monumental task of creating an artificial island, which took over 3 years and included leveling two nearby mountains to establish a solid foundation. The process of land reclamation began by filling the designated area in Osaka Bay with sand, transforming the reclaimed land into a structure capable of supporting the substantial weight of the airport buildings. In order to create a solid and stable foundation, the construction teams employed a process that involved placing a layer of sand, 5 feet deep, on top of the clay seabed. Additionally, they installed 2.2 million vertical pipes filled with moisture-absorbing sand. These pipes acted as vacuum devices, extracting water from the clay seabed. Following the completion of the island, construction of the airport facilities and terminal on Island 1 began in 1991, initially consisting of one runway and terminal. The renowned Italian architect Renzo Piano, known for remarkable projects such as the Centre Pompidou in Paris and the Shard in London, was responsible for designing the main terminal building of Kansai International Airport. The terminal holds the distinction of being the world's longest stretching and impressive 1.7 kilometers, one notable feature of the terminal's design in its roof, which takes the shape of an airfoil to enhance airflow parallel to the terminals and runway. Additionally, a 3-kilometer bridge was constructed to connect the airport to the commercial district of Rinku Town. This two-tiered bridge, with a cost of approximately $1 billion, accommodates 6 lanes of traffic and 2 railway lines. The construction of the second terminal and runway commenced in 2003 and reached completion in 2009. Plans for further expansion, including the construction of a third runway and a new cargo terminal, have been developed but have yet to be realized. Throughout the design and construction of the airport, considerable emphasis was placed on safeguarding it against Japan's severe weather conditions. This resilience was put to the test during the Kobe earthquake in January 1995. The event, known as the Great Hansen Earthquake, also referred to as Japan's most devastating earthquake since 1923, resulted in the loss of over 6,000 lives. Despite the earthquake's epicenter being around 20 kilometers away from the airport itself remained largely undamaged. While nearby buildings experienced significant destruction, this remarkable outcome can be credited to the implementation of sliding joints in all airport structures, which increased their resilience. The airport's ability to withstand various typhoons was also demonstrated, including a severe one in 1998 that brought winds exceeding 210 kilometers per hour. However, in 2018, Typhoon Jebi struck the airport, leading to considerable damage. Powerful waves breached the airport walls, causing flooding on the runways. While this was an extraordinary weather event, it sparked renewed discussions about the airport's vulnerabilities and its gradual subsidence closer to sea level. As an artificial island created through land reclamation, Kansai Airport faces inherent risk of sinking over time. The airport engineers initially held over-optimistic expectations regarding the rate of subsidence and the final settlement of the island. Their initial projections indicated that the first island would sink between 19 to 25 feet and stabilize at 13 feet above sea level over a span of 50 years. Since its establishment, Kansai Airport has faced the stark reality of sinking by approximately 38 feet on the island it rests upon. This ongoing subsidence raises concerns that the island would continue its descent towards sea level, potentially leading to its eventual submersion. The primary risk associated with further sinking revolves around the island's increasing vulnerability to water breaching the seawall during storms or typhoons, thereby posing a significant flooding threat to the airport. While this inherent issue cannot be completely eliminated, the airport's construction has incorporated certain measures to mitigate damage and disruption. Engineers have taken proactive steps by investing more than $150 million to reinforce the perimeter seawall surrounding the island. The foundation, which comprises 900 columns, has been incrementally raised, considerably decelerating the sinking process. Hydraulic jacks, equipped with meters to measure the airport's tilt, necessitate adjustment every 2 years. Furthermore, the runways have been elevated by 1 meter through the application of multiple layers of asphalt. As an alternative solution, there is ongoing consideration of raising the buildings by adjusting the foundation columns and incorporating metal plates to counteract the subsidence. Despite the ongoing challenges faced by Kansai Airport in Japan, where it continues to sink at a rate of 6 centimeters per year, the country's reputation for engineering excellence has allowed it to apply valuable lessons from past experiences in the construction of airports on reclaimed land. Japan currently boasts several impressive floating airports such as Kobe Airport and Nagoya Sentra Airport. Despite the difficulties, Kansai Airport proudly held the title of the busiest airport in Japan in 2019, accommodating more than 28 million passengers and facilitating the movement of 700,000 tons of cargo. While it may not rank as a top-performing airport, Kansai Airport is highly regarded within the aviation industry. In fact, it received notable recognition in 2020 as the 10th most popular global airport and the 2nd most popular medium-sized airport. Furthermore, it was commended for its exceptional airport staff. We value your thoughts and comments on this ambitious mega project. Thank you for watching, and we look forward to having you join us in our next video.